What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning. So come by and say hello. All right, I wanted to take a look at the flip side of this crazy life legendary summoner announcement that we've gotten. So if you missed it, General Rathe, or Wraith, who is going to be the first legendary summoner for life for Chaos Legion, the stats have been revealed, and we got +1 armor, +1 armor, void armor, as well as amplify on all monsters. So that is going to be an interesting thing to fight against. Now, amplify is going to be its own thing. And I'm sure there are counters to it, but what I wanted to focus on was the armor and the void armor that are being given. So in the previous video, I talked about, or we looked at, some of the cards that were buffed up by this on the life side. But if you are playing against General Rathe or General Wraith, we're going to go with Rathe. If you're playing against General Rathe, what are some of the cards that you can use? Well, there's two abilities that I think we should focus on: Rust and Shatter. Now, Rust is my more favorite one because this obviously removes everything if possible. And before we even get into Rust, there is a summoner who has -2 armor, which is Wizards of Eastwood. So that is one that's a Earth Summoner. I almost said Life Summoner. That's an Earth Summoner that you can use to counter. So let's actually take a look now at some of the cards here that have Rust. And again, I'm only really focused on Modern format and really only really focused on Chaos Legion, because to me, the meta moving forward is going to be Chaos Legion and then whatever Rebellion brings in. I think this Modern format is still going to be kind of like a cycle that washes out some of the older cards and is this kind of is this transitional phase for those cards to eventually get to land, right? As this game starts to scale up, I think the number of packs, the number of cards available for Chaos Legion is more akin to what the player base is hopefully going to be. And then I do believe that Rebellion will follow in line with that for us to get at least the same amount of packs during that time. So let's go ahead and start with Untamed. And with Untamed, there are a couple of cards here that are worth taking a look at. So across the board here, we have fire, water, earth, and then I believe, death, and then a dragon card here. So there's no life card there's no life card that has Rust. Sorry, I this got confused. There's no life card that has Rust. The thing is, for a lot of these cards, they're a little bit pricier because they are untamed and they are leveled up, except for Sorcerer. So you can get a Sorcerer right now, and you do get Rust at level 1, so that might be something worth looking into. Now, for dice, I don't believe there's anything with Rust, and I'm just going to check the rewards cards real quick too. We do have a rewards cards that will be modern format eligible, and that is Evangelist. So you don't get this until level 6, so this is only if you are playing at the highest levels in Diamond. And then to go back to Untamed, this is going to be gold, maxed out diamond, and then gold. So for a lot of players in lower leagues, these might be unattainable, and the prices, I would assume, unless you're ready to spend on a lot of these older cards, is going to be a little bit further out there. So let's jump over to Chaos Legion, and here are the cards that I think are worth taking a look at. Now, my favorite by far, and I think really at the top of this list, is Time Mage. Now, the thing is, with Time Mage, you do get this in gold. Versus Queen Mycelia and Weirding Warrior, you only get Rust at the max level. So level 4 for Mycelia as a legendary and level 6 as an epic. But you do get it in gold for Time Mage at level 5. Now, the reason I also like Time Mage quite a bit is because there may be instances in which you play a life-only game. And if you don't have a General Rathe to play on your side and you know that you're playing against one, I think Time Mage becomes extremely valuable at that point in time, pun intended. So this is probably the top card that I would think of getting, and I would think that most players, especially once Modern and Wild come out, will be trying to stretch into gold. So I think this is probably the most attainable. Of course, if you are playing in Diamond Plus, Queen Mycelia and Weirding Warrior are definitely going to be one to look at. And as we flip the corner here, looking at cards that have Shatter, which is the other ability that I want to take a look at, you will see that Weirding Warrior is the only card that has both. So if you're not familiar with Shatter, if he hits the monster, then target's armor is destroyed when hit by an attack from a monster with Shatter. So these are the two monsters that have Shatter here. I would say Radiated Scorcher is not really going to get you there. Sure, you can get this in bronze because it's a common card, but it's just, it's just not doing it for me. I mean, I may put it up front, but with 2 health, he's not really going to make it very far, unfortunately. I rarely, actually, I play him quite a bit just as a meat shield, or that I'll put in, but maybe this might be something worth looking at in the future for me to play. He's not particularly fast, but if this is something that, you know, Void Armor becomes a real pain in the butt, then maybe I will have to, you know, readjust my strategy around Radiated Scorcher. The problem is he's just not fast and he can't take much of a hit. Now, if we take a look over at Dice, we have a couple of cards here in Dice, which I think could be really interesting. So, starting at the first part, you got Flamesmith here. You get this at level 1, which I think is great. Goblin Dartling, which is an Earth card, you get at level 5, which is Silver level. Now, Lensmaster, I like it because it's life, so if you're playing a life-only battle, then this is a card that I think could have some usage, and so therefore Lensmaster, you know, will get you this, but only at the highest level. So if you already have a maxed out Lensmaster, I think you're doing great. Is it worth it to go and get him now? I don't know. I probably wouldn't spend on it, and I'm not planning to. Now, what's interesting here is Battering Ram is a neutral card that gets this at level 6, which is gold eligible. But here's the thing. This is an opportunity monster, which I feel as though could be a little difficult to plan for. So I think when I'm thinking about how I want to use Shatter in a specific rule set or a specific type of strategy, I want to be able to place it on a monster that I know is, you know, that I can start targeting afterwards. So if, for example, this is an opportunity rule set, right? So all monsters get opportunity, then yeah, maybe Battering Ram would make sense, because then I would know all of the other monsters will be attacking that same monster. Now, a little bit faster than, yeah, I guess speed of 3 is not that fast, but you know, faster than 2 and 1. So I wouldn't say that this is necessarily my favorite card, but it is neutral. It's only 2 mana and it is gold eligible. So it might be something to keep an eye on. And then let's go ahead over to Untamed. And with Untamed, we have quite a few of them. So I want to look at the life ones first. Lone Boatman, I think, is going to be one of the main winners here, both for and against General Rathe, because of the fact that he has armor repair as well as Shatter. So he's both a defensive as well as offensive weapon. And I think this card probably will go up in value. Sorry, let me not say it that way. I think this card's utility will go up quite a bit. I have no idea what's going to happen to the price. And then looking at Luminous Eagle, you know, level 8, this is only for people who have fully maxed out cards. So in Diamond, it'd be great, but you know, I don't really play with this card right now. Looking across at the rest of them, for Fire, you have Phyrexia General. I think this is a fantastic card, and I use it all the time whenever I'm playing Jotun, just because you also get Inspire and the Snipe. But this is also going to be maxed out, so I don't think many people will have access to it. For Ice Pixie, this is going to be gold eligible. And what I like about this is that, you know, it's a magic attack, which means you'll never miss. So there is some utility, I think, for Ice Pixie. But again, keep in mind that these Untamed cards are generally a lot more expensive. Goblin Thief is great. But again, you have to make sure that if you're going to shatter the shield on the backside, right, because he has sneak, then you will have other monsters there trying to take advantage of the shattered shield. And then Mythica Headhunter, I mean, this is just a fantastic card, but you only get it at the highest levels. And then looking over on the death side, Dark Astronomer, you do get this at level 4, so it is silver eligible. This could be a card worth looking into. And then Gloridax Magus, you get this at level 3, which is gold eligible. And you do get Blast, so I wonder if this would shatter Blast. That's a question I'm going to need to get answered, and I'll have to report back to you. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section below. If you do get Blast, if you have Blast and hit a monster, will it shatter all of the armors of that it hits? That'd be actually pretty fantastic. Gloridax Magus might just get another look from me at that point. And then for rewards cards, it's really just Torhilo the Frozen. This is going to be played out at max level as well. So, you know, I don't know that it's necessarily the best option, but looking again back at Chaos Legion, there's only two. So Shatter is going to be something that I think we will see a little bit more of. Probably Rust more so, because Rust is something that you know, will affect the entire team, and especially if you're playing offensively against a team that has you know, armor being placed across the board. I think Rust will be something there. So Queen Mycelia, Time Mage, Weirding Warrior, those are cards that I want to make sure that I am maxing out if I'm going to be playing at those levels. Granted, you know, I'm not playing in Diamond really yet, at least not with my own deck. So Queen Mycelia at level 4 and Weirding Warrior at level 6 are a little bit further down the road. But I maintain that I think Time Mage is going to be one of the top cards to be a good defense against this, or a good counter against General Wraith. Just due to the fact that she is life and pretty much knocks out 2 of the abilities that are given by General Wraith. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. If I missed anything, or if there's ones that you want me to take a closer look at, definitely let me know. I will catch you all in the next video, and I will see you around the game. Have an amazing rest of your day.